Hello Big Pete fans, it's part 2 of this long mammoth video, and we're going to be showing you what it's like from the driver's point of view, the way we communicate with the crew. You might find that interesting. A lot of thumbs up, lots of nods, and a lot of hand communication we have with the crew and with Michael the driver, so we know where we are and what to do. And then after this video we're going to show you how we pack it away. So join us for part 3. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so we're all suited up. It's about 5 minutes to show time, so I'm walking towards the truck. Michael's in his truck getting ready. I'm pulling the fire extinguisher pin out now and putting it somewhere safe. I walk round to the other side. Put the helmet on the mount, loosen the seat belts, and get ready to do the show. Okay. 2 pumps and we're off. It's now showtime. So we start every show with a drive around. This is just messing around with the rear steer. Bit of this way and a bit of that way. Turny, turny, twisty, twisty. And then after a period, we go into the drag race. Bit of fun, just tight turns and some hard acceleration, and then we're going to the drag race. There I am getting backed into position by Andy, and then the sound should kick back in. 2, 1, go. Up into second and then off. I always come off the accelerator just after the cars, so I've got plenty of space to turn around and control the monster truck if there was a total brake failure. What's happening now is Michael's telling me what half of the car that I'm going to get. He says get the front, so there I am. If you look in the rear view monitor, you'll watch the car come in, and Andy just telling me when to stop, and then he'll come into view here. He waves me back, so we've got maximum pull on the chain. Michael does a lot of talking. If you look in the rear view camera, you might see him stood on the roof of the car. Okay, and 2, 1, go. Flat out in first, and then we just watch in the rear view camera that half car dance around. We drive it round. Both half cars are smoked up for extra pizzazz. Utilising the rear view camera, just making sure that the half car doesn't come round and get the chain get caught up on the wheel. Okay, so we're dropping them off now. Lee's over there uncoupling Big Pete. You'll see as I come up, I give it a little bit more extra. It tells me when to stop. He unhooks it and tells me when I can go. So Big Pete always goes first when it comes to the crushing action. So Grim Reaper backs up into position, into what we call the intercept position. I will sit in neutral for the majority of this, but when Michael comes towards me and Big Pete, I will stick it in gear, just in case there's anything untoward that happen. I can drive into the truck if he gets unconscious, or I can try and intercept anything that's come off. Okay, so Michael drives up towards the cars. We do this, creep up and then back. The groundsman there, I've done a video on this, but the groundsman keeping him nice and straight. And then he will run to Michael's left, our right. I get a bit excited because these were old cars, and it's been a long time since we've had some old cars, and they crushed real well. So it's my turn now. Lining up. I think if I remember correctly, nope, we go thumbs up. So I'm now in position, ready to go. Andy's guiding me in. We're waiting for the countdown. So on the first jump, I like to just get that shift light just to come on. That means I can just land the monster truck just into the rear of the rears, and we build it up for the second jump. So now it's Michael's second jump. Nice and square. It doesn't really show it on here, but the arena's quite sloped. Okay, so this time you'll see this shift light. It comes on very early and I hold it on. And the front wheels just about land on the ground. Now I'm only in second gear, I've got more to go if I need it, but we're only putting on a show here. Some nice air time there. And then finally drive round for the little wave at the audience. Nose to nose, it's a nice little touch. Michael gets out on the bonnet and we wave at all the lovely people that have come to see us. Okay, so same show again, but this time we're on the ground. I'm groundsman in this show, and we've got Lee driving Grim Reaper, Michael and Big Pete again. Now the funny thing about Lee is he's a NASCAR driver and predominantly only turns left. So he keeps winding the flag up. Left turns, left turns. And then we back him up for the drag race. Just like me earlier, I'm giving the hand signals now. Michael jumped the lines there, or jumped the signal there. Right, onto the tug of war now. Michael gets out onto the step to watch himself back up, whereas we utilise the rear view camera on the Grim Reaper. Quick whip up the crowd. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. And then we have a quick run in to see if there's any debris. Anything we need to pick up. Right. Andy's gone over to uncouple the monster trucks. Actually, this became a bit of a surprise because I don't normally guide over the trucks. So I'm standing in the guiding position and this became a bit of a surprise to Michael. So we're lining him up using the grill, not the diff, the grill on Big Pete, straight down the middle of the two cars. And then when he's happy, he goes, pressing the horn all the way. And then I run to his left, our right. And then it's Grim Reaper's turn. Now it's 2 jumps each, but just to save a bit of time on the video, I've trimmed down one of the jumps each. But you get the gist. Grim Reaper's turn. He's come in and I'm actually sending him back to creep up again because it's quite a short run up. So I needed to make sure he was straight. And then I give him the countdown. 3, 2, 1. And away he goes. So that's the exciting bit over. Now it's on to the boring bit, the tidy up. The ground sheet's there, catching all the debris. The forklifts come in, picking up the cars, and then we fold up the sheets. There's Michael with his race suit on, helping with the sheet folds. You can see in the background there our glass vac. When we do agricultural shows like this, we go around with a glass vac and actually vac up the field afterwards. Right, folding the sheet overs. Fold, fold. And then the same with this one. Keeping all the debris in the centre of this one. So we get rid of this sheet. and then with the help of a seat belt, gives us two little handles to grab it with, put it onto the pallet, and that's basically it. That is showtime. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. The next video will be us packing up and loading up, which happens virtually immediately after this.